Hello, we are live.
Hello.
Excited for today.
We are live.
Yes. Yes. So, oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like what we just read was, like I was saying to Vivian, I feel like it was a good place to stop. So we're at an interesting part to see what's kind of coming next. A cliffhanger enough to be interested, but not too like, oh my gosh, right? Like,
Right.
I feel like that was kind of just, I don't know. Mika is here. Hi, Mika.
Oh, hi, Mika.
How are you doing?
I love Mika's little avatar
Yeah.
thing.
Changed it recently, right?
It's so good. Mika, did you
It's
draw that?
ooh,
I think
maybe.
she
Yeah.
did.
Well, it's like little birds too, right? Sorry, I'm like leaning in. It's like space or the ocean.
I don't know, but the colors look really well with your pink banner.
Yes, they do. um, hold on a second. Hey, how are you doing today? Hey,
Hey,
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
How are you both doing today? Doing pretty good. We're kind of in a little bit of a rush to like get a bunch of stuff done this morning.
And figure out what day it is.
Yeah. Like we were reading a bunch this morning and like running around. So yes, saying hi. But I'm doing well this morning. How about you?
I'm doing well this evening.
This evening, yes, it's evening for y'all. It's actually AI.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I was like, is it AI or did you draw it? Because it does. A lot of
Ooh.
people have been making like AI images of themselves and putting it as their thumbnail, not as their thumbnail, as their profile picture. So yeah, but that
I'd be
is it.
afraid to like have AI make an avatar of me in case it was like really awful, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, is that how artificial intelligence sees me?"
Yeah, no, I don't even know. Like, I really wouldn't even know where to go because where, how do you, who do you,
Yeah,
what AI do you go to do this, right? Um,
I can't even be bothered on Facebook to like create my own avatar. I
yeah.
started to do it because I think they're super cool, my friends that have them.
Hmm.
But I was like, this is too complicated. I don't have time
Yeah.
to be figuring out like what color hair and eyes and fingers and what I don't have time for all of that.
Fair. Yeah. Hmm. I made a couple of them on like the Apple like message thingy,
Mm.
but it was like years ago. So I'm really like, I mean, when you play Minecraft, you can make your own thing as well, which is like a whole, because like it's very like layout wise, so you do it in like thingy. Um, but it is very confusing. Haven't done art in a hot minute. Yeah. Okay. So what are we thinking about what we have read since since that? Since like what we read today? Or what we
So
read
do you
homework
like
wise.
the going back and forth? Do you like that she like starts all of the chapters in the insane asylum and then she goes back in time? Do you
Yeah,
like that or is that
I like
eh,
it because I think it makes it clear that um I think it makes it clear we're in the future and she's reliving it because it could be wrong because she has amnesia.
right?
Because we get clarified, it's like here's the date we're at, and here's her in the asylum, and maybe we can get clips from that life as well as going back. Because yeah, I like that part. I wish we would gotten real time, like we would actually go back to that date and do her there, like see her there. But
I feel see this is where I feel like when we are going back in time, I feel like I feel like we are going back in time. But you're right. It's her writing in her journal or whatever.
yeah,
And so yeah, she may not be writing it accurately since she's trying to remember.
yeah,
Although, like, if I start thinking that way, I'm gonna mess up my brain for this whole book. Because
mhm,
it's like I need to be able to believe somebody.
yeah.
I need
And
to
I,
be
I
able to believe
definitely,
that there is a story and that somebody is actually telling the story.
yeah, I definitely I definitely understand it because I think it's accurate. I hope it would be accurate because if she's telling it, there doesn't seem to be like chunks missing or something like that. Like everything feels
Right.
at least pretty cohesive. Yeah.
Right.
I
So I'm kind of like, okay, what is it that does she just not remember the attack? But it seems kind of like she does remember the attack.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why she's in there. So I'm kind of like, what is your amnesia if you remember it?
Yeah. Mhm. Is she remembering slowly as we read? That's the other thing. Does she remember this because
Maybe.
as she remembers, she has to write things down. But we're not getting what she's writing down. We're getting what's in her head, right? Because
Right.
she's not blanking out names, or at least we don't think she is.
Right.
She's not changing facts
Well,
to
yeah,
coin
I
stuff.
actually don't know. Is she writing down Anna's name in the journal? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. And maybe Anna is a fake name for that person.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah. Um what the heck? It started hailing outside. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh. Whoa. Yes. I mean,
Stay in, stay in.
yes. It started in a flash and then just stopped. That
Oh
is
my
like
gosh.
we have
That's
weather like that all the time where you'll be somewhere, you'll hear it pouring rain and then it'll come across to you and then go away. Like you'll see rain falling over there and then it'll just move and leave. It's like um I feel like we can't fully trust her memory. Who knows? The people she surrounded by now are feeding her false memories.
yeah.
Yeah,
This is
that could be
this is
true.
the part of the book that I am not digging because I like to be able to trust somebody
Yeah,
telling the
that's fair.
story.
Yeah. And I just actually finished a book yesterday. I finished it yesterday, I think. And as you read the book, you kind of realize the main character is like not trustworthy, or the story you're getting isn't true. And the main character is kind of as you're reading, like, oh my gosh, this girl's crazy. Like this girl is not doing, like, she's something wrong with her. So like it's interesting. Kind of, I've never really read like a not trustworthy narrator, like an untrustable narrator, or whatever, until then. And I feel like that was kind of enjoyable, but I don't know.
No, I just have to keep reading,
Yeah.
thinking that what she's saying is what is actually happening.
Okay. Fair. Yeah. I'm gonna trust it until we get a reason not to trust it.
Right. Right. I'm
Okay.
with you.
Uh, I think the part of what we're getting is what she's writing down. I think
Okay.
part of what we're getting is what she's writing down. So you think some of it might be a little altered for her therapist. Hey Stacy. Oh wait, didn't click on it. Nope, it did. Okay, loading. Okay, there you go. Hey Stacy and Steph. Happy Monday to you as
Hey, Stacey.
well. How you doing this morning? Haha, I love an unreliable narrator. Yeah, I really don't read them. I think they're kind of like, I read it in what was it called? One in another book, and I was like, I don't really like this. I wish we got more about her. What was it called? It was called Pretty Little Wife by Darby Kane. She's kind of an unreliable narrator, but the one I recently read yesterday, the Housemaid by
Oh,
Frida
yeah,
McFadden,
yeah.
that was unreliable. You read that book? Or you
Oh,
know
yeah,
about
I
it?
love it.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, I finished like 4.5 stars. It was, yeah. So
Yeah, I loved it. Did I give it 4.5 or 5? I
mm,
think I gave it 5. Oh, I
I
read it in
was
December. I don't have my December journal on my
mm,
tablet
I was
anymore.
thinking about 5, but then I was like, there were some elements I just like. It isn't totally a 5. It's a 4.5. So no.
I'm gonna give it 5 because I was like, I feel like I want to read the sequels.
Yeah. And I liked the way it ended. I think I'm gonna wait until maybe a couple months so I can read them, like
Yeah.
read the sequel in 2 months and then read the next book in another 2 months because that's when it comes out. So yeah.
It'll be hard for her to do a sequel though, because
Yeah.
this one, because now that we know the thing.
Yeah. But
So
I
I
think
wonder what she'll do. She's got 2 sequels, so I wonder what she'll do with it. Now that we know the thing, like, what's the
Mhm.
surprise now? Right.
Yeah. You haven't read book 2 yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, maybe we can buddy read it then, because I'm reading. I'm like, I want to talk to someone on this book.
Okay. You're
Um,
reading it right now?
no. I'm
Oh,
reading.
you're gonna read it in a couple months, yeah.
Yeah. If it's well done, agreed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mika, did you
Um,
read The Housemaid?
I don't know. I don't know if they have. No.
Mm.
Um, working all day here. Wish I could read. Glad y'all are sprinting to keep me going. Sounds good. Hope you're both enjoying your reading today. We are. I'm very excited to continue. Actually, like I feel like when I was reading today, I'm like, this book's starting to get interesting. I'm starting to get attached.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Hope as well. Hope everyone is well. We are.
Yeah.
Just finished chapter 11. Hey, Christina. I'm sorry I didn't say hi
Oh my
when you
gosh, so
first pulled up your
Christina's all
comment.
caught up then. Good, good, good.
Yes. How to reset my phone as well, as it did not keep my earbuds connected. That is sucky. I hate when like my AirPods act up at like the worst moment. They're like, I'm just gonna stop working. Like I'm done. Sorry I didn't say hi to you when you first came in. Hi, Christina. Saying hi to Stacy and stuff. Oh, hold on. Where are we at? There you go. Haven't read The Housemaid, but it's on my TBR. You should read it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it would work for you or not, but it was a great book. I really loved it. And
I really liked it too.
Yes.
I was like, ooh, she's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Saying hi to Christina. Not reading the book, but want to join anyway. Totally cool. That's totally fine. Glad to have you here. You will be hearing lots of spoilers though about this book. We won't talk more spoilers about The Housemaid. Don't talk about that. Same. Haven't read The Housemaid yet. Either a want to. Yes. It's such. I was listening to it, and then they suddenly were not connected, and would not reconnect. I don't understand why they keep doing this. Yeah, that's lucky. I actually had my AirPods connected to my TV. And so every time I turn my TV on, they disconnect from whatever I'm listening to and connect to the TV. So I have to.
Oh.
I could just turn it off, but sometimes I want to have my AirPods connected to my TV. So, yeah. Saying hi to Christina. Okay. So, I guess let's talk about like, I guess spoilers of what we read, because I feel like I have things I would like to. So, what happens? It's pretty chill. I feel like for the first chapter, it's like pretty chill. She's just like kind of just, we're on the move. Like the thing happens and we keep the guy, which we keep that guy. It's her and the mom.
Right.
Right. But we keep the guy. Is that the same guy who they kidnapped? Is that the same guy that they kidnapped and brought there? Is that the guy?
Yes, yes. And then he kidnapped, and then when Amber, I'm like, what is her name? When Amber went after him, they both got kidnapped by the Ustat or whatever you call them, whatever their name is.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the guy. And then we're basically just on the move, which like I feel like that discovery of that cabin felt very random.
I was like, one, were you shocked that Anna came after her?
Yes. I was shocked that it was her that came after her.
You were shocked that it was Anna that came after her.
Yeah.
You thought it would be someone else, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't know who, but I guess I was shocked that someone came after her, yeah. But I was very shocked it was her. She didn't seem like that was gonna happen.
And then were you shocked that Anna like carried on with her, that they didn't just go back?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Extremely surprised by that. I wasn't. Yeah, Anna knew. Okay, so is the cabin? Is the cabin hers? I thought the cabin was like Anna's.
I think the cabin might be Anna's.
Yeah,
because she knew about it, her son knew about it.
yeah,
Like Anna was keeping underwear there.
yeah. Hmm.
I feel like that was like their family cabin.
Yeah. I just wasn't. I was expecting them to just keep going, and then they just like, okay, let's go here. I'm like, whoa, like I just didn't expect that to happen. But it's freezing outside, and they don't have sleeping bags, so
Right.
yeah. I guess this is the real crazy thing that happened. Were you expecting to find her dead or alive? I guess.
Oh, I was expecting her to be dead.
Okay.
There's no way that I thought, like, I was actually surprised when Anna came back and was like, oh, yeah, we're going to pick up Naomi in the schoolhouse. And I was like, what? I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't see that coming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I thought she'd be
That
alive.
girl was a goner. She was a goner.
I thought I well, I guess I thought she was alive. I thought she would have been alive, and when we find out that she's dead, when I was like confused because I thought she was like wiping the board in that moment, and then like she got shot in that moment. But no, she was sitting in a chair still and was shot and was dead already.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised that she was tortured. I thought that was gonna happen, but I thought she'd be alive.
Mm.
Um, yeah. Hmm. I'm assuming the cabin is hers. Um, I was surprised. I thought Naomi would still play a bit of a part. Yes, I thought I thought she'd play a lot more of a part. I thought she'd be like a very heavily like a side character. I thought she'd be heavily involved in the story, alive.
Yeah. Well, as soon as they started to like show evidence that she had been in trouble, right? She lost her beret, she lost her map. Like people had seen her, like, and I was like, oh yeah, this girl is done. She's
Yeah.
done.
Mm.
But you're right. I thought she was still going to be around. I mean, we're not even halfway through this book, right? And she's
No,
already gone.
we're not.
I thought she was going to be involved in the big killing scene that put
Okay.
Maud, Amber in the asylum, but apparently not.
Yeah. That was just a crazy thing. Yeah. So it probably is.
Yeah.
Well, she saw her son and he saw her. Maybe Anna changed plans because she knew her son would show up. Ooh, maybe that might make sense because I thought they were just going to keep walking and suddenly they're turning. So this guy with the tip of his little finger cut off, is that supposed to be like a callback to something? Like, did that?
Not that I know of, but I feel like that's going to keep showing up in the future. The fact that the partisans cut people's fingertips off.
Yeah.
So maybe he is somebody that Anna knows.
Mm, maybe because I thought it was like I thought there was a callback, and then I looked it up in the book. I had like searched it in the ebook, and it did not show up before that. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I
mm,
think I think he's going to be somebody that Anna knows about because if she's a medic
yeah,
and people are cutting people's fingertips off, Anna would have been the one to like take care of that, right?
I guess yeah. Mhm. It might be a cabin that the group working with Anna uses when they need a safe spot. Yeah, it might be like a kind of like free space for anyone to use, and she keeps stuff there, as well as maybe in other people as well. So yeah, is there anything else we need to talk about what we read? Trying to think.
So who do you think killed Naomi? Do you think not Mika, do you think Mika, Anna's son, had anything to do with it?
Wait, Anna something Mika?
I think so.
Hmm. Um, I mean, maybe his group did, right? Because he's part of like the Nazis, right? No? Yes?
He's the no, he's not the Nazis. I think he's one of the people that is still fighting the Nazis,
Oh, okay. Oh,
but I feel very confused about about who was who. I do have a hard time following who's on which side and
Yeah.
what side is everybody on.
Yeah. So I don't know if he might have something to do with it. I don't know. I don't know who would have something to do with it. But like, I don't know. I have no clue. Who could have?
Either. I'm just trying to figure out who, like, if she was or do you think Anna is lying? Like, at first I thought maybe Anna sent Amber down there
Yeah. Yeah. Like
to
because
get Amber killed.
yeah.
Like, maybe it was a
Oh.
setup or something, but it doesn't seem like it was a setup.
Yeah.
But
Because I thought maybe she knew when she set her down there. Like, okay, go check, and it would be like to spook her or something like that, and not get her killed, but to spook her. And then when she came back up, she acted kind of like she didn't know, like she didn't expect that to happen.
right. Like,
But
she legitimately thought Naomi was going to be alive.
yeah, I don't know. I think there definitely could be some like I don't trust her son. I don't trust Anna's son. Anna's son that is not with the partisans.
And I'm not so sure I trust Anna either now.
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And I also don't understand why they sold this guy alive. Like, just kill him. Why is he alive?
Well, especially now that he's not going to be able to help them
Yeah.
get Naomi across the border.
No. Yeah, I don't get it. It seems like just like too much to keep carrying along with you. This dude who you just killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we on the comments? Okay, there you go. She is the one who notices small details. That was one of the reasons they picked her. True. So I think that could just be something she was noticing. Then they told her that.
That she was noticing about the fingertip.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that is just like a little small thing. Because then she had the partisans do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah,
it
and I'm
was like a
trying to think,
random thing.
how could you see that from a distance anyway?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
If you're close enough to see if somebody has lost a fingertip in the snow in a glove,
Oh
like
my!
you're
He was in a
close enough
glove.
to hit the guy with your bullet.
Yeah.
But she missed him, so she couldn't have been that close. So I don't know how she even saw it. But she gets notices everything.
Yeah. And I did look. I put in the tip of into the book searching, and nothing else came up other than that one scene. So maybe it was just like a one-off thing. Maybe she will meet someone, Alteron
Later on?
later. Okay. Later on, and she realizes that they are missing a finger. Maybe because I only looked up
But
that.
also, it's the German guy thinks it's either an American or a British guy
Yes.
who's
Oh my
fighting for
gosh.
the partisans.
Yes.
So maybe this is her husband.
I thought, okay, I totally forgot about it to this very second, and you mentioned the British or English man, or American, and I didn't even think about this, but while I was reading the book, it's like I know it's gonna be Robert. I was like,
Oh.
it's gonna turn around and it's gonna be Robert, and she shoots him in the arm, like she doesn't miss killing him, she shoots him, and I was like, it has to be Robert, like the way she was describing him, the little details she was noticing. But I'm
Well,
like,
he
I
got
looked
there
up like,
quickly and found her quickly, didn't he?
yeah, and I
That's why I think
looked.
it might not be him. She's only been there for one day.
True, and I guess now if, I feel like if it was Robert, we would have seen him. I don't know, we would have known. But when I looked it up, I was like, okay, Robert has. I feel like there was a callback to something. Robert must have a missing tip of his finger. Look back, there's nothing there for it, so it can't be. And not saying it can't be him, but I guess.
Well, if it's Robert, it makes sense to me that maybe if he came in, he killed Naomi. Because he's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck
Yep.
are you doing?
That's
We're
what I was
supposed to
thinking.
be like, you're supposed to be with the rest of the group and you take off on your own? No. Who are you really working for? What are you really doing?
Yep, that's I guess the only thing I was thinking. Who in my brain, who could have killed Naomi? Obviously a lot of people, but the only person I know it would be Robert.
who would be British,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
with a partisan uniform on.
Yeah. It's Mika. That's her son's name, Mika, with
Oh, yeah,
one
yeah,
K,
yeah, yeah.
and not our Mika with two
But
Ks.
not Nika, yeah.
So that might not be random.
Might not be random.
I don't know. We'll throw that out.
What face is that? I can't see
A
it.
little laughing face.
Okay.
About the
I'm like,
Mika's.
which emoji is this? I gotta put my glasses on.
It's the laughing face, the crying, laughing. Yeah, I thought it was a setup. I thought at first it was set up. Yeah. But I think she suggested that she would be, but I think that would be she should have fetch Naomi, not Anne. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Anna jumped right on that, didn't she? Yes, why don't you go? I'll stay here with the German.
Yeah.
And by the way, why don't you come back the long way around? We'll still be here. I was like, she is not going to still be there. She was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Anne. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's what you're saying. Yes. I wasn't even thinking about that. I just thought like for hiding purposes. That didn't even go in my mind. The finger could be a small thing that gets bigger. Yeah. It could be. That's what I was thinking too. Well, he did have knowledge that might help them. I think he claims to not be a Nazi. I'm not sure I believe that. Yes, he does. He did say he wasn't a Nazi, but
Yeah, there's no way he's not a Nazi.
Yeah.
I don't think you get to his position
and not
without
be,
buying
yeah,
into the whole thing.
yeah. She would have said something before if she had saw another person missing a finger. She would have said in that moment. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
true.
you're right. If it was Robert, she would have said, it's a missing finger or something, right? It would have come up.
Yeah. Mm. That might still happen.
It might still happen.
True. We don't know. We honestly don't know what's gonna happen in this book. Okay.
We don't know.
So should we go into a sprint? Should we start reading now? We've been chatting about this for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Let's see what we got in the audiobook. Hold on. The lines are perfect. Open up right there. Okay. Let me go down to 1.5 just to think about it. Okay, the next chapter is 15 minutes. And then the one after that is 30 minutes.
Okay.
So do we want to do those two together?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll
I
do
think so.
chapter what? Go on.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you're at 2 times speed. Okay, great. Okay. That should be
okay.
perfect. Okay. Well, I'm listening a little bit about that. So
then what's 14? If we do 12, 13, 14, how long is chapter
longer.
15?
43 minutes.
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah. But my husband is about to leave for work. Okay, so you'll be a little bit distracted here or there, but I guess your speed will be quicker. So probably the same amount of time. I think we should do those two because it's like why not?
Okay.
Why just read one 15-minute chapter?
Yeah.
We might have some slight distractions. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. Put this banner down. Let me edit this. Perfect. Okay. Reading through chapter
13.
Yes. One through behind from C8. There you go. Perfect. Chapter 12. Oh my gosh. Click. Come on. There you go. Perfect. Okay. 13. There we go. Okay. Save. Come on. There we go. Okay. We're reading through chapter 12 and chapter 13. Comment.
Uh-oh.
I clicked on something. Sorry.
Oh, and then you were like in slow motion.
I clicked on another tab or something like that up there. Okay. We're reading chapter 12 and chapter 13. Comment on when you're done. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Happy reading. Okay. We're all done.
Okay. I am like, I feel like the book is over.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, this just doesn't.
we're not even halfway through.
I think we are halfway through now.
Her mission is over? I feel like I don't understand what's
Yeah.
going on.
Did we really get any of, let me take this banner down. Did we really get any of her mission? Like,
Well, I feel like her mission was to rescue Allied soldiers, but she was only there for like, what, 6 months maybe? Not even that. She wasn't there very long. Why?
yeah.
Why was she only there for like to rescue one set of POWs?
Yeah. And then they did that kind of off page, kind of, right? Like,
Yeah, it like wasn't even a thing. They flew one guy out. One guy out, they flew him out. Like, it's like, I feel confused about why she was there
yeah.
and why she's not there anymore.
Yeah. So she's going back. So she's going back to Britain, America,
Yeah,
wherever
she's
she
going
is.
home to mom and dad. Okay.
I guess, yeah. Um, yeah, what else? I'm trying to think about what happened else during that. So what was even happening in that scene? Like the big like explosion scene. So like,
Oh yeah. So Miko gives them this airstrip.
mhm,
They fix it up because they got to fly the German back to Cairo to be questioned,
mhm.
and they're going to fly out some POWs. And then somehow the bad guys found out what they were doing
Oh, okay, yes.
and like bombed everything.
Yeah. And the German is dead.
And the German is dead. And I kind of feel like it was Mika that
Yeah,
turned them in. And I feel
true.
like that's why his mom, like, I feel like, I guess we got to find out what happened to Mika and Anna.
Do you think that letter was fake?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think about that.
I don't think Mika is really injured. I think either Mika is actually dead and whoever is in charge of his group is trying
Mm,
to get his mom there.
yeah,
Or Mika is trying to get his mom there. I don't know.
yeah. hmm where are we? There we are in the comments. Okay. Hey Brittany, I can't stay today,
Hey,
but
Brittany.
hitting the like button. Thank you for hitting the like button. Hope you're having a nice day and whatever you're doing is good. We are all done. Hey family and books. Setting up for my sprints. How is everyone? I'm doing pretty good. I
Doing
think I
good.
hope.
I'm confused, but I'm doing very good.
Yes. Sorry, my computer did 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 its stupid thing and I had to reload this. That is lucky. My husband's off to work. My son is back to school stuff, so good. Well, is the mission done? Yeah. I don't know. Like what was even the point of that? That feels like it was kind of pointless. Like we all we really saw was her going to find Naomi. That's all we saw.
And evacuating like one plane with like nobody but herself on it.
Yeah. We saw like a couple things that weren't even the point of what she was supposed to do, and then we saw a little bit of what she
I
was
mean, I
supposed to
guess she did help like get people to the coast and then maybe evacuated, but not, it didn't seem like she did that much.
do. We should have been showed it. We should have been showed it as much we had when she was going to find Naomi. If that's maybe that's not the point of the story. Maybe that part of the mission is just like basic war stuff and like no one
But then
cares. But
you like, why are we even in, like, if she's only in Yugoslavia for 6 months and we don't even really see what she's doing there? Why are we even there?
Yeah, true.
Maybe she goes
I
back.
don't know.
Maybe she never actually gets out. I mean, she got
Maybe
out of Yugoslavia, but
that
maybe
is
she never
true.
gets out of the war.
Maybe like Christina said something below, I think. But maybe she goes back. We are 55% in. Okay. She fulfilled some of her mission and failed other parts. True.
Unlike Naomi, who failed every part.
But we have not seen what she did that she would go to prison yet. We haven't
Right.
seen the whole, which means it has to happen back in, and then also she has to get married, right?
She does have to get married.
To find out what's going on. So I feel like maybe this is just like a small piece of the puzzle. We still have, 45% to go.
I was surprised when she like got on the plane and left. Because I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, and I thought that was one second. I thought that was what Christina was saying, but she wasn't. I was thinking maybe like, what if she never goes back? Because we see her go on the plane, but it's like, what if like, did we see her go home yet? Or go to Italy yet?
No. Like Christina's right. She's in Italy,
Never
where the
mind.
guy met her at the airport and is like,
Oh, okay. She already got to Italy. Never mind then.
we'll send you on and we'll call you when you get home, and you'll come in and we'll debrief you there. But yeah, she's not there yet, I guess.
Yeah. But she's not still in Yugoslavia.
Right.
Right. That has yet to happen. True. I would not be surprised if it had something to do with the guy with the missing fingertip. Yes. She tells Robert about the guy with the missing fingertip.
I think she's going to marry the guy with the missing fingertip.
Really?
I do.
Wow. I didn't even think about that. That could be Robert. I'm still thinking that could be Robert, but we don't know anything about that. And she tells Robert about it. I don't know. Why do you think that?
Because I think that's why she kills him or tries to kill him.
Okay.
Like maybe she doesn't know for sure that he's the same guy. She just knows that he like has a missing fingertip, like 500 other partisans who were traitors, right? They all got their fingertips cut off. But then somehow he like, it comes out that he is the guy who she saw running, and he is the guy who killed Naomi, and she's going to feel betrayed, and she's going to kill him. I'm totally making this up, but
yeah, but that's a very interesting theory. I didn't even think about that. Like I've only been thinking about Robert, but then also you see her have kind of a couple conversations with Anne's other son, Bauco. Yeah, and I'm like, what about him as a potential husband?
Yes,
or betrayal. About something happening with this guy with the missing fingertip. Yeah. The planes come over the one. Let me read it. Hold on. Planes come. Hold on a second. Planes come in over the one that was on the ground and was bombing him. Okay. Yes. Yeah. That was the explosion. That makes sense. What do
you think was it the Germans that were trying to kill the German soldier to keep the German soldier from going to Cairo to be like, to give up all the information?
I don't know.
If it was Mika, why would his group be bombing the plane, right? If they were anti-German. I don't know. I don't know who was bombing the plane.
I like that theory that Mika was bombing it. I think that makes more sense.
It does, but why?
I don't know.
And they had planes? I didn't realize that the other group had planes.
I don't know about that. I'm like, I'm honestly like, I'm like, when I find out, like, I'm not I'm not aware. I'm not aware of anything like that. Like the other day, I was watching a movie with my dad, and it was like Frankenstein from like the 30s, and I'm like, they had cameras back then. And my dad's like, of course they did. Like, and I just am so shocked by that. So I don't know if Mika and his guys have planes or not, or what's going on in that. I don't. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait. Maybe Robert tries to sacrifice her to cover up for failing, for something failing of him. Yes, I don't. I mean, I still think, or at least was hoping before, that Robert would come back into the story in like kind of like an evil way. I don't trust him. I think he might be, or she kills him. Maybe, hopefully. It's so weird hearing you guys say Mika.
I know. It's so weird to say Mika all the time. Maybe we should call him Micah.
Yeah. Oh, that's called Micah. Okay. Yeah. I feel bad saying it because it's like he's like kind of an evil character, or like at least right now we're kind of thinking he's gonna be an evil character. So I feel bad saying it.
Yeah. Stimmer, the German guy.
Okay, Stimmer got in the plane though, like he was trying to help the pilot. He was on fire. He was trying to put him out. Yeah, he wrapped him in that blanket. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Like the German dude, ever since he got captured, I guess, by Anna.
Yeah.
He seems very helpful to the partisan cause.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Which seems weird to me. Like, I would like to think that if my enemy was burning up, I would just let them burn.
Yeah. But I feel like he's been so helpful that do we think he's, because he said I'm not I'm not with the Germans. So do we trust that? I don't know. But he's dead now, so.
He's dead. Yeah. He's dead. We don't care. He's out of the story.
Yeah.
Another person that was like barely in the story, and we're not really sure why.
Yes. Saying hi to Brittany, saying hi to Paula. Hey, they did just help some people cross the border, right?
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah. As well as that.
Yeah, like she thinks her mission was a success. Like in that way, she did help people cross the border.
Yeah. But like what I didn't even like realize that even happened. I'm like I didn't I feel like she didn't do that much. And that was part of her mission.
She wasn't there very long. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
If they were being successful and helping people,
yeah,
I'm not sure why they pulled her out.
Yeah. They said she got some people out. We don't really see it in detail. True. Yeah, that's why I would have I guess that's the point, right? Is like we're moving on. Now we're moving on to Italy. We're moving on to a different place. Remember, she is telling the story to the doctor. She's trying not to. Oh, true. That is accurate.
True. It's true.
So that might be what we were talking about earlier. That's the part that might be missing. Is the stuff that we want to know she can't tell to the doctor, to her therapist. True. There we are. Okay. We saw her go to Italy, and they said she will go to England. Okay.
You think maybe she won't?
I don't know. The book starts in England, right? They're in England.
Yeah.
And she's English, not American. Yeah. Robert's American.
Actually, I don't know.
You don't think she's going to marry Robert? I guess question for you, Vivian.
I don't think she's going to marry Robert. I think that would be too obvious.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and she doesn't.
He does seem to be like a very big part of all of this. And she's in there for trying to kill her husband. And so I don't know why else he would be such a big part of it.
Yeah.
Unless he's her husband, but I don't know.
They do reference, they reference her husband and they reference Robert.
Right.
they don't reference, like they
Her
don't,
husband, Robert.
yeah, like they're
I
not
don't
just
see
saying
Robert being the
Robert.
marrying kind, if like I'm being honest. I see Robert being the playboy kind.
Yes. No. He definitely, I think he would marry her to manipulate her more and to get power over her, but not to get power thing he wanted, but not because he wanted to, not because he loved her. Saying hi. Husband is not dead. He's not.
Right.
Husband is the one who sent her to the hospital, according to her mother's letters. True. Yes. And that seems like a Robert thing to do. On the other hand, Robert doesn't seem like a guy who would get his hands dirty. He wouldn't. Would he really personally kill Naomi? True. But
If
I
he was
don't know.
pissed enough, I think he would.
Yeah.
Like if she blew up another part of the mission or something, or if he felt like she put Amber in
Yeah.
jeopardy or something. I don't know.
Because how did Naomi even get to this place? Was she tortured in that village?
She sometime between assuming Anna is telling the truth and assuming the doctor was telling Anna the truth. Something happened to Naomi between the time Anna talked to the doctor and several hours later when Amber showed up at the school.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
what happened to her, or who happened to her, or when it happened to her, or if any of those people are telling the truth.
Yeah. I think it was the Germans trying to bomb wherever, whoever it was trying to get the people out. Yes. But how did they know there's a leak somewhere? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. It would have been, I mean, could it have been that guy, the German guy they had?
I don't know how he could have leaked anything to anyone. I
Yeah.
think the only person that knew they were using that airfield was Micah.
Yeah.
Micah.
Yeah. So, what are the partisans like? The partisans are anti-German.
Partisans are anti-German,
Okay.
and they want to align, I think, Mika, tell me if I'm wrong. I think they want to align with Stalin and Russia. So they're
yes,
communists.
because they're communists. Yes, yes.
And the other group is anti-German, but they want to align. They don't want to align with anyone, right? They want to have their own government and be independent.
Yeah.
So I think everyone is anti-German, except for the Ustazi people who are like, we just like to fight and murder and rape people. So we're just gonna fight and murder and rape whoever we come across.
Yes.
We don't care who's winning or losing or who you are. We're just a bunch of bullies.
Yeah. They radioed Cairo. Cairo sent the plane for them to evacuate. Oh wow. Okay. So, see, we could not trust Robert in this situation, right? Not all German soldiers agreed with everything, which happens in war. If you join your country's military, you have to join your country military, whether you agree or not. That's true. I was thinking about that this morning. Like, there might be with that guy, right, with the German prisoner they had, he clearly isn't, he is a German soldier, but he isn't on the side of the Germans. He doesn't agree with the Germans. There could be more there. I mean, that's obviously gone now, but there could have been more there. Robert could be English. It never said just that he's sketchy and spy like, yeah. There's a lot of assuming. Um, I feel like we should know more by now. Agreed. Agreed. There's definitely, where are we at? The parties are communist. Yes. Okay. Mhm.
Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Thanks, Christina.
Yeah. Mhm. That's
Okay.
all I got so far. They cut off fingers. They're communists who cut off fingers. That's that. Um, and the Technics are
Yeah, the Chetniks. That's the
maybe
other.
pro-German. Okay. Yes. And that is Technics are what Mike is a part of.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Maybe pro-German, but they are really just pro-Technics and violence. Okay, yeah. At least as far as I can tell, I had to look them up. Very, very true. I mean, my uncle, who I never met because he died in the war, would not have chosen to fight as far as I've been told. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had a, you just kind of have to be a part of it, especially in a country like that. Yeah, and there's so much like you might, like I was thinking about this, like there's people that don't, like not only don't want to be part of it, but don't agree with it, and like they were like brainwashed into thinking that, or they were raised in an area that thought that, and so that's what they thought everyone thought, right? Okay. Do I have anything else to talk about this chapter we read? About the chapters we read?
So do you think she's going to make it back to England?
Well, I
Or
guess
something
probably.
is going to happen in the next part of the story before she gets back to England?
I don't know. I don't know.
I hope something else happens with her
Yeah.
before she gets back to England, because I
Mhm.
feel like she can't be done
No.
with her war effort work. Like she
No.
just can't be done yet. We spent half the book prepping her to be there. It can't be over already.
Yeah. Or maybe she goes back to England and goes back to Robert and he sends her off again. That's what I was thinking. It might I was thinking she's done for now.
I
But
mean, it
Robert
seems like
probably,
she's done for now. I
yeah, but
agree.
done
I'm like, what?
focusing on the for now part. Like he's gonna be like, you're so good spy, do this for me. And that might maybe be why she gets married to somebody. Exactly, Mika. We as Americans should also remember that from the Civil War with brothers against brothers and the draft for the Vietnam. Yes. Yeah. Soldiers do not decide, governments do. True. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So are we reading just chapter 14 in this one? Because the next one's really long.
Yeah, I think so. It's really long, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 43 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And the next one is 56 minutes.
And the next one is how much?
56 minutes.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we're just doing one chapter at a time now.
Yep. And the next one after that's over an hour.
Okay. Chapter 14. I am ready.
Okay, we are reading just chapter 14 in the next one. Let me edit this. Hold on.
I'm ready to see what's going to happen next.
Yes. Space there. Let me remove all of that. Through chapter 14. Yay, okay. Save. Oh, okay. There we go.
All right.
There we go. Okay. Read just chapter 14. Stop there. Happy reading. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, we are done with that chapter.
We are done with that chapter.
Yes, I think that was a really good chapter.
Very interesting.
Yes, very interesting, very not educational, but we learned the things we had questions about. We learned answers to them, and I liked that. I liked that. Yes. So first of all, the second the chapter starts, I'm back in England. We're back in England. We know we're like, there's no, it's like crazy happening in Italy. We're just in England, and she's even like, I'm already back in England. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
then
it's like she never went, right? There's nobody to meet her.
yeah.
She doesn't get debriefed. Like everyone, no, there's like, it's like she never went.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this sums up this sums up the feeling. It's like
Yes.
that's so creepy and like so creepy that he's just like not. It was just it was all just creepy and gross and weird, and I was just like, ugh. And then he proposes to her. So now we have our answer there. They're engaged.
He is never coming back. He left that house. He's never coming back.
You don't think he's coming back?
I don't think he's coming. I mean, his whole the whole lead up to the thing was so bizarre. It's like he's like checking in on her to make sure that she hasn't told anybody anything or something. And he's like, "Oh yeah, we're not going to debrief you. Like this is it. Like whatever." And then he like drops her off.
Yeah.
Even though she's like, "Are you going to kiss me?" You know, whatever. He's weird. And then out of nowhere, he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, you know, I love you and we're going to get married."
Yeah.
And the quote of the book, it seems a bit sudden. I'm like, yeah, what? Yeah, he's never coming back.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm gonna go get you a ring," and she's like, "I'll go with you." He's like,
he's
"No,
coming back.
no, he's never coming back."
I think he is coming back. I do think that almost all of that was manipulation. I don't think he cares about her at all. I think they're gonna get married. I think that's gonna be her husband. But maybe I'm not good at maybe I just trust a little too much, not good at sensing plot twists.
He gets her all drunk and then like is nice to her, but then he's like not nice to her. And then he just shows up at her bed. Yes, this screams manipulation to me.
It certainly does, yes. It's just not, it's all around not good. Let me not skip comments. Let me go to the top. Okay.
And I'm like, what's wrong with you, Amber? You're a trained operative and you're falling for this shit?
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, girl, you can do better than this.
Yeah. And then him randomly calling her Maud, like to disconnect. That was so just like.
Was it random? He's like
Exactly. Like it came out of nowhere. It was meant to like stir up feelings and hurt her. It was meant to do something.
I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
No. Where are we on the comments? Yes, we're done. Christina said that right at the start. Not really. Sorry, just getting that ready, and then we're all done. Done for real this time, yes. I still don't trust Robert. No. I trust him less now.
Yeah, now I'm starting to wonder if you guys were right and he's not really an official part of the British military, CIA, MI6.
Oh my gosh.
thing.
I totally forgot.
And that's why nobody is debriefing her.
Yeah. Okay, that just reminded me. That's such a good theory that we have going on here. Like that.
I don't know how he would have been able to pull all of that off without
and have her go
of
there
the British
and do all that
military,
stuff.
but it's weird that she wouldn't be debriefed when they told her she would be.
Yeah. That's so strange. It seems like she has some PTSD from the attack.
Yes.
But she still didn't hurt him. Yes. She definitely has PTSD from what she experienced over in Yugoslavia. with like the feather, with like the bird situation and stuff like that. Yeah. I think she is coming back. I mean, probably he is coming back.
Okay.
I think she will wish that he didn't. Agreed. I wish they didn't. I wish he left. I wish we like. I don't. He always seemed to be testing her, yet he asked her if this is a test.
He's like completely playing games with her, and I don't understand why he would still be doing that. I don't understand why he was doing it to begin with, except maybe to prepare her for the mission. But
Yeah.
the mission is over. Like,
Yeah.
why is he doing this kind of stuff to her now?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
he
he
thinks
is.
he's coming back.
Yes. He. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that felt so
Yes.
like it felt so like odd because like she the whole time was trying to send signals that she was interested in continuing their relationship,
Yeah.
and she thought that he didn't know, but I think he knew. I think
He
he knew,
totally knew.
and
She
just
was drunk and throwing herself at him.
and just pretending to manipulate her into thinking that he, he knows more than her and he's more like romantic. That's what I'm like.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
She might be a double agent and we don't know it. Like he might be using her as a double agent or he's a double agent. Either way, I agree. He definitely could be using her as like some situation where she actually really is supposed to be doing something else or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. This whole thing is very, very weird.
She told them about that guy with the missing finger or the missing bit of a finger. What was his reaction to that? Like, oh, whatever, kind of?
Kind of.
Just like, whatever. That's fine. You're fine. Okay, let's
It's
see
like
who's
he's like,
now
oh,
not
the war's
officially.
over. Who cares? I'm sure somebody paid attention to it, but
Yeah.
if not, then whatever.
And back to the gaslighting thing. It was so dismissive when every time she asked about something, he just like dismissed it as if it was nothing. The debriefing. Oh, you just tell me it and I'll remember it. I promise. Every word you say will get written down. That's trickery. That's lying. If I do say so myself. And then when she talked about Anne, right?
Yeah.
He was like, I guess she'll be fine. Oh, she's somewhere else. I'll look into it though. Trickery at its finest. Oh my gosh. Well, that weird guy in Egypt that ate some cake.
Oh,
Treated
yes.
him funny, and he was never in Yugoslavia. But we did not see him in Italy, and we did not see him in Italy.
Maybe she marries him.
I don't remember this guy. Was just the guy he was acting like kind of mean towards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems like something he would do.
And it was such a random thing. He just like walked in and ate the cake and then left.
He's trying to downplay it, as if he'd forgotten of missing as if he'd forgotten about the missing finger, because he's trying to ignore it. Yeah, because it's so unimportant. He's definitely like. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's maybe get her. Maybe he's. Did we both did I just go away there?
I don't think I went anywhere, but you definitely disappeared. Did I disappear for you?
Black appeared on both of us, and
Oh, okay.
on my side at least. Yeah. Do you think maybe he proposed this marriage to kind of distract her from asking questions, or to what could his reasoning be?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah.
He's just playing games.
Yeah.
To keep her on his radar? I don't know.
Yeah. Though
I can't believe she accepts it though. I'm like, after he treats you so shitty all of this time.
Yeah. Do you think that he maybe drugged her again?
don't know if he drugged her, but he definitely got her drunk. They drank like 2 bottles of wine and some brandy and like, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know if he drugged her, but
We don't even know if he drugged her before, but so. Robert distracting her, of course. Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with that. The fingerless man is not Robert. He was a big man. Robert isn't I was imagining Robert is a big man. Robert isn't.
well, she said that he had like lost a bunch of weight and was like,
Yes.
like
And
didn't look like himself, right?
yeah. And that man stumbled in the forest, and he's the one who taught her not to he's the one who taught her to run silently in the forest the way she was doing that.
Right.
That guy was not good at it. So yeah.
I feel like there's all of these random things that hopefully are going to come together at some point here. The fingerless man, the cake man, Anna, Micah.
I mean, gotta hope.
The
I
fact
guess.
that nobody knows that she was actually in the war.
Yeah, because she's not allowed to tell anybody. She
Right.
can't tell her parents. She can't tell anybody. Oh my gosh. I used that same technique when dealing with when trying to deal with autistic meltdowns with my son. Okay, like distraction, like using something like good that they would want to kind of like
asking him to marry you.
Yeah. Problem. Look at a puppy.
Gosh. Yeah. Although honestly, I'm not sure what this late in the game, like the war's over. I'm not sure what intelligence would do with the information about the fingerless man. Right? Oh my gosh, Christina's
Fingerless man. Let's get married.
But again, quote of the book, when she's like, it seems sudden.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't know. We can't trust Robert at all. So we should be on our guard for Robert. We shouldn't try to start trusting him ever.
Yeah.
So the next chapter is an hour long. And then the next chapter of that is also an hour long. What should we do? Because I was looking at it on the last sprint, and there's a part from there's a good bit we can just kind of read right there at the end. I think we could finish it. And that I feel like that could be one day of sprinting, right?
Wait,
and then
one more chapter
15,
for today?
Yeah.
What, say it again? Sorry.
Is doing one more sprint, like one more kind of longish sprint, good for you? Let us know, Mika, how late, like how you're doing time wise on staying up and stuff like that.
If it's an hour, that puts us I could probably do another hour.
This sprint, probably like 30 minutes, I guess, right?
Oh, okay, then yeah, I could definitely do
that. The chapter's an hour, but saying it's going to be more-ish, like 30-ish minutes, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, maybe a little less.
Because you think we're going to read super fast?
No, because Christina.
Oh, so it says it's an hour, but you guys are doing it at 2 times speed.
Yes.
Oh, okay, then yes, I'm following you. Sorry. Yeah. I thought it was like an hour on like 2 times. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Let's do one more then. I'm up for it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Mm-hmm. That works. And then we have 3 chapters, 2 reasonable length ones, and then I feel like the rest of the book we can definitely do in one thing.
Okay.
But I guess we'll have to see once we're done.
Yeah, we'll talk about this once we're done. But Wednesday's Valentine's Day, so I want to make sure you guys, if we're actually gonna go, if you guys have other plans, right, or whatever. But yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Definitely suddenly. When it comes to Robert, she's pretty dumb. Agreed.
So dumb.
My Kindle said 17 minutes. 17 minutes of this chapter?
Ooh, well
Okay.
then that will be fast.
Yeah.
That is not an hour.
I need to log off in an
It's
hour
faster
or
and faster.
so.
I said it's just getting faster and faster.
Yeah.
Our last sprint is just going by quickly.
Yeah. I need to log off in an hour or so because we get something done with my husband because we need to get something done before my husband goes to bed. He goes to bed really early. Okay. So the audio is for 15. Why am I not clicking on this? Oh my gosh. When I click on the comment, it's clicking on the one above it. Okay. Reading Christina's comment though. It says it says 17 minutes for that, but the chapter is yeah. So it should be a reasonable amount. There you go. Boom. It should be like half an hour.
Okay.
Why? We could get 2 chapters done in an hour, but I think we shouldn't try to do that because of time,
No,
right?
let's just do 15.
Yeah, let's just do chapter 15.
Okay.
Let me edit this. Hold on. Sorry. View. Okay, there you go. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Let's read for our final sprint. You ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. Hello.
Hello. All right.
Yeah. Well, we have answers to the question of who is she marrying.
We found out.
Yeah, it's him. Obviously, it's Robert. And the the thing is like he's clearly we're seeing the gaslighting and the manipulation a lot more clear. Where he's like, it's fine. Don't talk about Anne right now. We have other things to worry about. Like it's
Also, so his doctor friend seemed to let it slip that dude was running around the hills of Yugoslavia during the war. Like, I don't think we knew that before, did we? Did we know that Robert was in
no, but that's what he
Yugoslavia?
said. I didn't even. How did I not even? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So do we think Fingerless Man is Robert? But he has all the fingers.
Well, yeah, she would know if he didn't have a finger. But like, how interesting that he. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So something. I feel like Robert and Anna. There's something going on there.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that they know each other, or that they
Okay.
that he has actual knowledge of her and where she is and what's gone down.
That's a good theory because I didn't even think about that. That's a really good theory.
Well, I don't know. I was like, because the doctor friend was like, oh, look at you. How are you gonna like handle your new boring life after you've been out running around in the mountains of Yugoslavia? And I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. hmm I don't know. Yeah, she has PTSD and Robert is using her as kind of a smokescreen. Um yeah, like using her kind of I don't know if I know what a smokescreen is. So but Robert's using her for sure.
And she definitely has PTSD.
Oh
Like
yes.
there's something going on that, yeah.
There's something going on with Robert and Cecilia, which is the doctor's wife. I don't know if there's something going on between them, but I think that she's absolutely flirting with him. And I mean, that's very clear. We know this, but like, do we think that he's actually cheating?
I think he's probably cheating with 17 people.
Yeah, I think if he's cheating with Cecilia, he's cheating with a bunch of people. So he's probably cheating. I don't know if it's with Cecilia or not. It might be, but it might also be cheating. Hi Skylar, popping in to say hi.
Oh,
How are
hi,
you doing?
Skylar.
Yes. Saying hi. Was Alice, his wife, a agent? We don't know that yet, right?
Oh.
We haven't been told that directly yet. Dun dun. Hi Amal, popping in to say popping in to boop the like button. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the like. Done. Hi. Bree is also
Hey,
oh
Bree.
my gosh.
Bree, did you
Say
finish
hi
that
and boop the like
book?
button. What?
Bree, did you finish 1122? Are you still reading it?
I don't know.
Oh, the
I'm not sure about
housemaid.
that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's
But
the one you're doing.
yes.
Sorry. Yes, 5 stars. That's what I said too.
Yes. Yeah, I finished it. I finished it yesterday night and I gave it a 4.5.
Okay.
Yes. And I definitely, I don't know, it was such a I'm excited to read book 2. I think I'm gonna wait a couple months before I go into book 2. Yes, done. We are done. Saying hi. Strange. I thought I had already written done. Yeah, because it was a little bit after you were, saying some stuff. It says the next
Christina's
one.
already on to the next one. What?
The next one's an hour long, by the way, I think. And over an hour on audio. I don't trust this only good for 18 minutes, tell you that. Because he was in Yugoslavia. Because he was. Exactly, Vivian, that's what what am I doing? Exactly, Vivian, that's what I think. That's what I was thinking about him being there. Oh, connected to Annie. Connected to Anne.
There's
I
something
think.
weird about Anne.
I mean,
Yes, he has lost weight.
He has lost weight, yes. No, he's not the fingerless man because the fingerless man was too big. She would have said something if it was built the same. True.
And she would have said something if he didn't have a finger.
Yes, you did make the comment farther up as well. I don't know. Maybe it didn't show up and you made it before then, but he knows the fingerless man and Anne. Okay, so you think he knows both of them. He keeps changing the subject to not bring them up. Yeah. They were friends, and Cecilia is married to Robert's first wife's. Oh yeah, okay, yes. Cecilia is married to a doctor. I was like, he's married to Robert. Yes, she's married to Robert's brother-in-law. Saying hi. Oh, okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. Is she really dead? Is that the question you're asking, Mika? If Alice is dead? I think Robert Alice James, or what her name and
maybe James is the fingerless man. Except James was in Normandy storming the beaches of storming the beach allegedly. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like they could all be lying.
Yeah.
But James is a doctor, and Anna had a friend who was a doctor who told her about Naomi. Is it possible that all of these three people, Robert, Alice, James, and Anna, are
connected links?
Connected, and somehow like Naomi, I don't know, they all decided to kill Naomi? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. My brain, I have no clue.
Because Naomi really did put them all in danger.
Yeah.
Alice is Naomi.
Huh?
Because Naomi wouldn't have been her real name, right?
No. Naomi wasn't her real name. It was only Amber. She didn't know her real name.
How do you know Naomi was her real name?
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't her real name.
Naomi definitely wasn't her real name because Amber didn't tell Naomi her real name was Maud.
Right. I think Naomi is Alice.
Okay. I think Alice is dead, but I don't think she was killed in the Blitz. You think she was killed somewhere else? And she would have had something. She would have had something to say if he was missing a finger. You would think. Part of his finger.
I thought when they were getting engaged and she held her hands out to like talk about the fingerless man, that he was going to hold his hands out and be fingerless. But no, that's not what happened.
No. I don't know. She may have hallucinated all of them.
I do feel like that. Because all of a sudden she's like putting like things over the mirror so she doesn't see me.
That was really sad. That was actually really sad where she was like, I don't want to see her. Like, I can't see her right now. As in, like, I think, I don't know. That's actually a really good theory. But I was thinking it was just like regular old, like, PTSD. Like,
maybe like the whole Maud Amber thing. Like, she's getting very confused.
Yes. Wait, no, wrong thing. There you go. There you
go. Maybe Alice is Anna.
That's also, because then, but we saw a picture of the dad.
Who's dad?
Anne's husband, the dad of her kids.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And he was older, right? Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Maybe
Yeah, for
Alice
sure.
didn't.
Or maybe
I
just
don't
a
know about Anna.
debriefing and some like therapy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Lola is why she's in the asylum, right? True, true. But also because she tried to murder her husband.
Right.
Um, I think Alice may have been some kind of agent. Okay, is that where we are right now? We're kind of like, okay. I mean, I guess with these theories we're coming up, that would make
I,
sense.
I'm not opposed to this theory.
No, I'm not either. Um, I don't know. I feel like she's really in the asylum because they want to find out what she remembers. Agreed. I think it's because it's. I think she's in the asylum for the same reasons that she's in the asylum, or it's some sort of situation with Robert and he's trying to manipulate stuff out of her. Maybe Anna has an alter ego. Ooh, are you? So you think that Anna isn't real? Um, assassins.
I mean,
Assassin.
maybe none of it is real. She wasn't there very long, and they did seem to hustle her right out of town.
Yeah, and she
Maybe she is
somehow.
hallucinating the whole thing.
Yeah, because it's very. All of that's very odd. I feel like all that whole situation with them walking through, like them going to find Naomi was very odd. And like it was very like, okay, I'm gonna go talk and then come back and then I'm gonna go and come back and then they left together. So I feel like it was very like it could be some sort of hallucination. I feel like that definitely could be. Or did she try to murder him? Did she try to murder him? Question mark. Um, all we know is that all we know is there was violence. That would be true. She could have thought she was being assaulted again and worried about doing something the night. True, true, true.
Well,
She
we
was
also
as
know she
well.
had blood on her.
Yeah. Mm,
So, like, I think she had been assaulted or
yeah.
something. She was bleeding from something.
Yeah. So maybe it was maybe he does because that seems like the kind of person Robert is. Actually harms her. Um yes. Maybe they just want her to think she's crazy. Yes. Like we're putting her in there to get this information. Robert's doing it. Robert thinks like it's all kind of sort of a setup there.
Because if she's not allowed to tell anybody that she was running around the hills of Yugoslavia, how did the doctor even know, like, to ask her all of these questions and things, right?
Yeah.
Do you think she just went in and started spilling that she was running through the hills of Yugoslavia? She didn't even tell her
Well,
parents this, right?
I
I feel
guess
like they already knew
she
stuff
can't
about her.
she can't tell people, but she can tell the government. Like the government knows what she was doing. Like the
And you
government
think
knows.
the asylum is the government?
The asylum she was sent there. She was sent there as a punishment, and it's like doctor confidentiality or whatever. The doctor knows about it, and I'm sure as does his wife. Okay, the doctor. Okay, so Celia and James. Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
True, true, true.
Mm.
I'm telling you, they're all in on it together.
I feel like
Yeah,
you might
honestly,
be
I can believe
right.
that at this point. Yes. There's something going on there. I mean, there has to be. This book is absolutely freaking wild. She was assaulted by the men that captured her. And Smithy stopped them. Stopped them. She has issues from that, of course, yes. She was saying that her body may not let her be with Robert. True, true. Yeah. I mean, she was, but then, everything was fine, and she was like, oh, well, whatever. I don't know. I mean, there's.
He didn't seem surprised when she told him the news that she had been raped.
No. Mm-mm. And she even said that she regretted
Nor did
telling.
he seem to even care.
No, he did not. And he was really like, oh, bad things happen. Like,
Yeah.
that sucks. Bad things happen. I mean, that makes sense. And then like just went on about it, and she regretted telling him.
It's just, yeah, this whole thing is just getting weird. Weirder and weirder and weirder.
Yeah. And also like it's when it feels very, he's only letting the only person who knows about her journey in the army, in the military, is him, which makes
Yeah.
her disconnected from everyone in her family. So he's isolating her. He's trying to make sure he's the only person she can rely on. Delayed reaction is not uncommon. Though she might have seemed fine at first, then it just hit her like a ton of bricks when she got home. True. That's absolutely true. Yeah. And this is like the first time, like, she wasn't with anyone since that, right?
Right.
It was just Robert, and then like, so. Well, sometimes people don't want to do well on these types of things. Sorry, I don't know why I said do well, like it's a typo. Dwell on these type of things. I don't know how to deal with it other than pretending it didn't happen or just forget. True. And that's what she's trying to do, right? She's trying to just that's what she was trying to do there, and she doesn't really have the like the help to actually process it, because Robert isn't letting her talk to anyone. Nor is he being
Right.
helpful when she talks to him.
Right.
True. Trying to forget about it can just haunt you. Yes, repressing feelings and emotions is like never a good thing. Never a good thing. Yes, of course. Yes, she had to forget about it. She had to keep going.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. This book is getting. So, is that all we have to talk about? About what we read? Is there anything else?
No.
Are we even going? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think no homework. I don't think we don't think there's enough time in between for homework. Is there?
I don't know, but are we even going live Wednesday is a question.
Oh, yeah. Are we even going live on Wednesday?
Because you two in the comments, Mika and Christina have husbands. And so you have priorities on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So I do not.
I'm having a party, but
I am going to be picking a short for Robert.
the party can be over by the time we do sprints if we're doing that.
Yes.
Mika, do you have a hot date planned for Wednesday night?
Her husband is working. Okay, that's lucky. So you're good Wednesday with doing a sprint. But if Mika isn't good with it, then maybe let us know, Mika. So we have an hour-long chapter, a 30-minute chapter, a 12-minute chapter, and then just boring stuff that needs to get done. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so we're going on Wednesday.
He starts work at noon. He starts work at 1. Okay. So we're good on Wednesday. Okay.
All right, cool.
Do we want to read that long chapter in between?
I think Christina should read the long chapter in between, and then we can read it. And then when she joins us after her husband goes to work, we'll be ready to talk about it.
Okay.
How do you like that, Christina? I'm giving you homework.
Just kidding, Christina. I don't know, because then if we do that, then I don't know. Okay.
Don't say what you're going to say.
I don't know. I just feel like we're so close to the end that I feel like if we read that long chapter,
And
then
start by talking about that one?
if we start by yes, I feel like we're so close to the end. We could, at the
You think
speed
we can
on,
finish on Wednesday?
if we try, I feel like we could. If we don't maybe chat as much, we have an hour and 49 minutes left of the audiobook on 2x speed.
All right. I'm okay with having homework.
What homework do you think we should have? Do you think we should do do you think we could read a 12-minute chapter, a 4-minute one, a 40-minute, a 17, a
You think we could read the
7?
whole book and then we'll just talk about it?
No.
A
What I mean
40-minute
is,
chapter, a 10-minute chapter, a 14-minute chapter. I'm like,
no,
what
I
the
mean
hell should we
on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we have a 12-minute chapter, a 4-minute one, a 40-minute, 17, a 7, 40, and then basically that's the end of the book.
12, 40, 17, 40.
Can we finish that on Wednesday, or is that too much, you think? That's if we read 2 chapters. If we read 2 chapters,
maybe, but maybe.
Okay.
But I feel like those last 4 or 5 chapters are gonna have I do think, because I think where we maybe screwed up a little bit with Salt and Broom was we stopped a little bit too soon. We broke it up. And then there was that anticlimactic fight scene at the end where we were like, it's so anticlimactic. But like Christina said, if we had not stopped reading before that, it might not have been it would have flowed right into it and might not have been anticlimactic. So maybe we need to do the last 5 chapters together. I don't know. So that it's not broken up. I don't even know how many chapters we're looking at. I guess I should look at my book.
Mika's husband is tapping his foot. So are we doing homework? No? Yes? Yes, have a good day, Mika. We will, yes, if you need to go, no, not if you do. You need to go, so we will let you know on Instagram what we decide to do.
Yeah.
Are we deciding on homework?
Tell me, so we're all 16, 17, 18, and then there's a break.
Yes.
For 19. And then 20, 21, 22, 23. How long are 20, 21, 22, 23? Because part of me says we need to not break those up.
40, 17, and 7.
$40, 17, 7, and
that's it. That's and then after that's 45 and the book ends with end credits.
Wait, but there's 4 chapters.
Yes. Part 2, 20 through 23. 4 chapters.
Right.
40, 17, 7, and 45.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if we break those out, 2021 talk, 22, 23, we're going to have the same situation where it's we're oh, anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But that's 2 hours of reading in one go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is not, we can't do that.
The thing is it's only one day. I mean, I feel like for me, I could feel like I could read a pretty good chunk of it in a day. But do we want to split it up into 2 sprints? Do we want to do Wednesday and then Monday?
So if we're going to finish it on Wednesday, we need to read 16, 17, 18, 19 before Wednesday.
We don't. I don't think we would need to read 19 because 19 is only 4 minutes long.
Okay.
Reading 16, 17, and 18 would I think would get us to that, but it's also like it's tomorrow, and I don't know how Christina would feel about that, or you would even know about that with like. Let's see how much we have left.
Do it. I'll do it tonight before I go to bed. But Christina, how do you feel about it?
So we're gonna read basically 50 minutes in between, around a little over 50 minutes in between. I would say 50 minutes.
And then our plan will be to finish it on Wednesday.
Yeah, and then we'll have 50 minutes of reading on Wednesday. Is that too much?
No, I can do the homework. I can do
Okay.
16, 17, 18, 19 before Wednesday. Yeah.
I'll probably finish the book today. Okay. And chat about with you on Wednesday. Okay. Yes. So we have less than 2 hours left on 2 times speed. Only an hour and 40 minutes left. 50 minutes left, but still.
Well, then maybe we don't need to do homework.
Do you think we can do all that in one thingy?
An hour and less than 2 hours left at 2 times speed.
We have an hour and 49 minutes on 2 times speed left in the whole book.
We're doing a 3-hour sprint, like 5 to 8 or 12 to 3.
That I think it's a little bit too much for us. Like how much did we read today? We went from okay, we actually read kind of a lot.
12, 13, 14, 15, I think.
Yeah, so we read from 3 hours to an hour and 40 minutes. So we read an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 10 minutes. So maybe if we're going to talk a lot about the end of the book, we should read those 3. We should read 16, 17, and 18.
Okay. All right. I'll do it.
Okay.
All right. It's a plan.
Okay. Yeah. So Mika left a couple minutes ago. Mika left a bit ago. And we'll let her know on Instagram. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Cool. All right. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Okay. Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.